my producer was telling me, he was like, do you know anything about ballroom culture? I was like, I've actually met Deshaun really fast in passing at a ball.
Really? At a ball? Which ball we met at?
Are y'all ready to see a battle?
Well, Legendary is, what it's doing is taking ballroom and letting everyone see at home what happens. You know, it's sort of that peek into what the world is like. And, you know, you've been around, you've been able to experience what it's like forehand, you know, forefront. So, I mean, I think what this doing is, you know, still giving everyone the opportunity to know what ballroom is, definitely from a larger aspect, and see what it is like for us to come together to compete, for us to, you know, share our experiences, come together as family, you know, figure out what a house parent does, you know, how does a house parent work in many different aspects, because there's 8 different houses. So, you know, everyone doesn't do things the same. So you may have like this real stern, tough house mother compared to a real giving and, you know, supportive house father, you know, so things are very different. So it just takes that peek into the world.
How important is it to have that sort of family aspect to the show as well as the aspect?
I think it's so important to know that, you know, you get to see the opportunity or what it's like for people to go in their inner selves and bring something to the runway. And it's so many different ideas can come from one small sentence. Like, you know, I always say, like, you know, for one, if, you know, we hear something like, you know, wear the color red. To me, wearing the color red is like, oh my God, let me put on a shirt. To someone else, that can mean, let me throw on some glitter, let me get some sparkles, I need shine. So you're able to see how someone can take, or some, you know, houses can take one specific description and bring it to like a big perspective. And I think that that's another thing, because, you know, we also sort of inspire a lot of people to get creative in ways that you can get creative by getting this type of knowledge. I also think it's important for our community, number one, because, you know, we've been seen for so many years, and a lot of people know what, you know, our categories are, or they know how we do our sort of ballroom culture. So it just, again, it brings it back to where we know where to find it at. And it also gives the opportunity for those who are within to sort of step out and be who they want. And, you know, the number one thing that's important is that family aspect. There's nothing like, you know, I'm sure you'll hear a lot of people of the, you know, LGBTQ community talk about how finding friends turn into, you know, different relationships. You know, a friend can turn into a mentor to me, a friend can turn into a mother, a father, a child, a member, a cousin, an aunt, and uncle, because we just love gay family. There's nothing like having
Right,
gay
exactly. Right.
So
Like my cousin, you know, we grew up together and get that insight. It becomes like a real core group of people that actually create an effect in your life in a way.
Yes, it does. And it, like, you know, it is nothing like, you know, that, again, knowing that there's someone there who's willing to cater to things that's been issues in your life.
Completely. It's all about the idea of just living in your truth. Like, this is who you are. This is how you express yourself through your art, whether it's, you know, walking the face category of Femme Vogue or you know, whatever category you're a part of. So for individuals who may not know, what was your first experience with ballroom culture?
Okay, my first experience with going to a ball for the first time, OMG. Okay, I'm gonna take it back to this one of these moments, right? So there was a ball going on. Now, again, I found out about this at a young age. I was a teenager, just exploring life, trying to figure out who I was. And, you know, me and my friends, you know, heard about a ball that was going on. Now, Christopher Street, West Village, where things take place, there's a PATH train all the way to New Jersey. And there was a ball going on in Symphony Hall in New Jersey. And I decided to go. And, you know, that my first experience of seeing that was just like, whoa, what's happening here? One in the middle of the floor. Funny enough, that very first night, I didn't know what I was doing. I caught myself trying to go out there to compete for runway. So what I did was take my shirt off and wrap it into like a big bun.
Yes.
And that was my hair. And I caught myself walking out there for runway, and I got chopped. I should have been chopped because I didn't know what I was doing. But I think the excitement of going through that experience and seeing what was going on in the middle of the floor during that time was like, it was like, oh my gosh, I need a piece of this. I gotta have this. And so that first time going to a ball or being exposed to it is an adrenaline rush. And then I got that ballroom bug and I wanted to do it again.
Oh, you definitely do. I had a similar story. I tried really hard to do handwork, and it just was not. I realized I have no rhythm real quick, and I was like, okay. I had sort of like that scene in Pose where you see Candy try. I was like that kind of moment. I'm
Yeah.
now, but like it was definitely that kind of moment for sure.
I mean, hey, it's supported in the ballroom scene too. You can come and do the thing now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like up to me, says,
You're gonna see the microphone.
like, don't, you get real support. I mean,
you're gonna see authenticity. You're gonna see that number one, and like it was a little bit of time for the contestants on the show to create like these amazing looks that they have on the runway. So, you know, you're gonna see a lot of that authenticity of them thinking right then on a realm. You're gonna see some shade. You can't have ballroom without a little bit of shade, darling.
oh,
Un poquito, a little bit of shade, a little bit of shade. So,
humble.
I mean, you're gonna see that, but not to say that, oh my God, the ballroom is nothing but shade, not that, but like, you know, when you are giving your best on that floor and something just doesn't, you know, go as excited as planned, you know, some people like to tap into this side, and if we can communicate through there, you're gonna see that. So you're gonna see shade. And then another one thing you're gonna see is the hard work. You know, you're gonna see hard work and dedication of those who want this opportunity to win that lump sum of money. So you're going to see someone work from here. You're going to see their stories on their shoulders. You're going to, you're going to see what they've done or where they come from in order to beat themselves, definitely on this opportunity to fight for this chance to win $100,000 and be that kind of claim to fame, you know?
But it was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much. Stay safe, for sure.
Thank you so much, Justin, and pleasure. And I'm gonna run into you again. I'm looking
for sure,
you now.
for sure.
I'm
gonna see you.
for you
I'm gonna see you there.
The goal is to be legendary, honey.